Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another in the Sikh Dharma International how-to video series. In this video, we will look at what is Guru Ka Langar and how do you prepare it. There are many memorable aspects of a Sikh Gurdwara program, but most first-time visitors are surprised and delighted by the wonderful food that is freely served to the congregation at the conclusion of every Gurdwara program. This serving of food is a long-standing tradition called Guru Ka Langar, or Guru's Kitchen. The tradition originated with the first Guru, Guru Nanak, in the early 1500s. Perhaps this idea originated when, as a boy, young Nanak would feed groups of traveling mystics as they came through the area around his home. Or perhaps it grew out of Guru Nanak's experiences traveling far and wide during his 4 udasis, or extended spiritual journeys, being on the road, vulnerable to the varying levels of hospitality that were available in all the locations he visited. Established at a time in India when separation by caste was of the highest importance, the act of sitting together, known as Pangat, in the Guru Ka Langar was a revolutionary idea. The third Guru, Guru Amar Das, required that every visitor, even royalty, must sit and eat in the Guru Ka Langar before being granted an audience with him. Siddhi Singh Sahib Yogi Bhajan said, "That is the discipline of Langar, that even a king and a beggar can sit together, serve and eat the same food in the same way." Today, it is still a powerful reminder of the equality of all people before God, regardless of birth, gender, faith, or status. Clearly, Guru Nanak must have known the adage that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. This tradition of offering free food to anyone is grounded in the altruism and egalitarianism at the heart of Sikh beliefs. The virtue of sharing food with those in need, or Vand Chakana, is one of the fundamental qualities of a Sikh. Also, the practice of selfless service to others, or seva, is also a highly valued virtuous activity in Sikh Dharma. The seva of serving Guru Ka Langar has become widely associated with the identity of Sikhs, and this noble tradition continues to this day around the world, wherever there is a Gurdwara or there are Sikhs. At the Harimandir Sahib, the Golden Temple in Amritsar, which is the most revered of all Sikh Gurdwaras, over 100,000 people are served in the Guru Ka Langar every day, and on popular holidays, over 200,000 people are being served. It is a palpable demonstration of the virtue of seeing God in all and of loving service to all. The purpose of this video is not to provide actual recipes for any of the food to be served, although we have posted some example recipes on our website. Rather, our aim is to show the intentions and protocols involved in delivering the mission of the Guru's Kitchen. Firstly, the food prepared in the Guru Ka Langar is always vegetarian. It may or may not be vegan. It is prepared with the highest regard for hygiene and with an elevated consciousness. Although it is common to serve food based on Indian cuisine because most congregations are predominantly of Indian origin, it is perfectly acceptable to serve good quality food based on any other cuisine or tradition. The people working in the Guru's kitchen are referred to as sevadars. They serve the Guru's kitchen, and they serve the Sangat or congregation who will consume the food they prepare. They are not chefs, as this is not ordinary food preparation. Their intention is to prepare the best food they can, fit for a king. But it is not really the skill of these sevadars, but rather the elevated vibration of love and spirit that arrives during the preparation that determines the success of the cooking. All people who enter the Guru's kitchen embrace this ideal in humility as they perform their seva. The Guru is really the head chef. Before food is prepared, a prayer or ardas, is recited.
ਅਰਦਾਸ ਓਮਕਾਰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਵਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਹਿ
The cooking space should be clean and orderly. To create an atmosphere of high consciousness, the Sevadars sometimes recite Gurbani or mantras, or often listen to recorded Gurbani Kirtan. Here are some protocols that should also be followed. All people who serve in the Guru's kitchen should cover their heads and wash their hands before starting any work. No food should be actually eaten in the Guru's kitchen. Although some casual talking is fine, focus should be on the seva and on keeping an atmosphere of elevated consciousness and grace. Although in restaurant food preparation it is common for the cooks to taste the food as it is being prepared, in the Guru Ka Langar, tasting should be kept to a minimum. In fact, there are some Sevadars who say that faith completes the recipe and they will not do any tasting. Other Sevadars will maybe just taste the food at the end to be sure of the appropriate amount of salt. If you must taste any of the food, serve a very small portion into a small clean plate or bowl and take it outside of the kitchen to taste. As with the prasad or gur prasad, at the completion of the Gurdwara program, as the ardas or shared prayer is recited, the completed langar is blessed with the passing through of a sacred knife or kirpan. All people are welcome to the Guru Ka Langar. It is normal to ask people to remove their shoes and cover their heads. Often the food is brought to the congregation members sitting on the floor in lines and served to them on plates provided. And sometimes the congregation is served in a buffet line, and then they sit on the floor in lines. When you are served in the Guru Ka Langar, the food takes on a higher significance of a gift from the Guru, never to be discarded casually. It is ideal to consume what you have been served. So as you are being served, it is acceptable to indicate when you have been served enough. The Sevadars who are serving the food are not waiters or kitchen staff to be given orders. They are volunteers who are serving selflessly and should always be treated with respect and grace. This is not a restaurant where you can ask for something that's not being served. For what you are served, you are grateful. Today, the Guru's kitchen demonstrates the highest qualities of charity, humility, and service. When you are blessed to eat in the Guru Ka Langar, you experience chardikala, the feeling of being uplifted, and sarbat dabala, the loving intention of wishing the best for all people. And you realize that your stomach is not the only part of you being fed, but also your soul. On behalf of Sikh Dharma International, we would like to thank you for joining us for this video. We have done our best to ensure the accuracy of the content and apologize for any errors. We also thank all the Sevadars who have served and carried this tradition through time to share with us all today. May we all be blessed to serve in the Guru's kitchen, wherever it manifests around the world. Please check back periodically for the release of other new videos in this series. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Son